Diane, and I am about to make my butter coffee. It is 9:30. I just got done dropping off Logan at his test tutoring, and I'm about to run out of the house for the day. I'm going to pick Gabby up from camp, and so I'll be gone most of the afternoon. Probably won't get home till 2:30ish, and so that's when I'll actually have my first meal, which if you follow me, you know that is Shakeology. But for right now, I am going to have my high-fat butter coffee. We have just recently given up using the Keurig K-Cup pods. I noticed that when I was using the K-Cup pods, that I wasn't feeling, not only not feeling the effects of the coffee, which I love the caffeine part of it, but I was not feeling well either. So we don't know, what that was, but the cleaner you get your body and the cleaner you get your nutrition, you'll start to notice little things with some old habits that you have and they're just not making you feel good. So we have ditched the Keurig K-Cups, and unfortunately we're still going to Starbucks. So it's not super convenient and it is a little expensive, but we're getting ready to cross over and purchase some really high quality coffee grounds online. So we'll make that transition. Let me move this for you guys so you can see. Okay, so like I said, I just went to Starbucks and I got a Grande Americano, and I get it with an extra shot. So this is a Grande Quad Americano, and I am the kind of person that is very coffee adaptive, or caffeine adaptive, I guess is the more correct term. Hey, Nikki. And so I metabolize coffee very well. So I can have caffeine in the morning and I will feel the effects of it and my body will burn it off and I won't be up all night, and I also won't be jittery. So kind of know how your body handles caffeine so you know how to add this coffee into your nutrition plan. It doesn't work for everyone because there are people who just cannot metabolize coffee and it'll make you feel worse than better, and it's just not worth it. So I can handle it, so this is what I do. So like I said, I just went and got a cup of Cafe Americano from Starbucks, and this is a quad, so that means there's an extra shot put in here. I'm going to put it right into my blender here, so I just pour it right in. And then I have a slab of butter here, and I don't measure it anymore. I just kind of know like the thickness of the butter and that it's about a tablespoon. There are markers, of course, on butter blocks that you can kind of press in your paper and kind of mark your butter if you want to, but I'm not really worried about it. I just kind of take a little piece off. I'm gonna throw that right into my coffee. And then we also add Brain Octane, and I get this right from the Bulletproof Coffee Company. And Brain Octane is a really high grade MCT, or medium chain triglyceride, which is the really good healthy fat. And this one in particular is really good for brain function. So we incorporate this in our morning coffee because as we age, we want to make sure that we're keeping our brain as healthy as possible. And so this really helps with concentration and alertness and memory and stuff like that. So we are hoping that it does what it says it does, and we add it into our coffee every morning. And so I'm going to add in a full tablespoon of that as well. So I have 2 tablespoons now in my coffee of high fat content oils and fats. So that gets that right in there. And then I also like my coffee a little on the sweeter side. Like this is totally fine and satisfying. The butter does add a nice creaminess to it. But I also add a packet of Stevia, which is an all-natural sweetener, and I just throw that in there. And then I'm going to put my lid on my blender. And I just basically like zap it just so everything kind of melts together. So sorry for the blender sound. Now because the coffee's hot, the butter just kind of naturally melts. And so this just kind of makes the stevia and the coffee and the butter and the oil all sort of just melt together. And the really cool part about putting in the blender, and I'll show you when I get it in my glass here, is that it puts this like natural like frothy layer on the top like you would get if you were at Starbucks anyway. And it just kind of adds that little, I don't know, I guess like a little bit of elegance to the cup of coffee where you got that nice little creamy froth at the top. So this is how I make my high-fat butter coffee. I have it almost every morning. Some things you want to do is make sure you get a really high-grade coffee, because we are using our coffee as a nutritional addition to our diet. So coffee, like I said, It has a lot of very good antioxidant benefits to it, as well as it is a thermogenic effect on your body. So it does help your body metabolize better, and it does help you have just basically that energy to burn. And since I won't actually have my first meal until about 2 or 3 o'clock this afternoon, this cup of coffee right here will energize me up until mid-afternoon, and also keep me feeling satisfied nutritionally, so I won't necessarily feel like I need to eat, and I won't be hangry because I have enough fat in my body to keep my body feeling satiated throughout the day. So there you go, how I make my high-fat butter coffee. High-grade coffee, you want to make sure that your butter is from grass-fed cows in an open pasture. It took me a really long time to figure out how to find that butter, and I finally found some at a Whole Foods here in Texas. So make sure you're reading the labels of your butter and the box and the description about where it is that butter is coming from and how those cows are treated. You want to make sure it is grass-fed and high quality. You don't want to be putting any extra preservatives or any kind of hormones or anything into your body. And then I do the Brain Octane high-grade oil. You can also add in some coconut oil, which is super tasty as well. And then I do add a packet of Stevia in just to make it a little extra sweet. So enjoy your day. I hope you guys are excited about experimenting with some high-fat butter coffee. Make sure you do it right, and it will change your life. Have a great day, you guys.